again. So have you heard of something called the Octo content model? Maybe you haven't heard about it because it's from a friend of mine that's been on Facebook. He was cut off Facebook and he's just been writing, creating this model content that he talks about on how to produce content that's everywhere online at the same time. And he's actually this is really cool because for me as an entrepreneur that I've been trying to build a business online, and maybe probably you've been trying to do that too, trying to grow an audience, trying to get them to know, like, and trust you. That's the whole purpose of building a business online. So we're going to talk about the Octo content model in a second, what it is, why you care, and why you want to know about it in a second. But first, this, my name is Serge Gagnon. I help entrepreneurs like you generate residual income from digital course strategies. And one of the strategies to produce content, to produce to sell courses, to produce income from courses and from online businesses is to be on all the platforms. And that takes a lot of time, right? I mean, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on what else? Anyways, I'm elsewhere. And the thing is that it's a lot of time. Every single day I spend probably about an hour on the different platforms, or on, well, I guess on the different things, and I end up spending all this time. And I bet you do too. You spend a lot of time. And even me, when I think about what I'm doing and how much time I'm spending and whether I'm doing the right thing or not, I know that I'm not producing the content as good as it should be. I know that I'm not posting to all the platforms that I'd want to be on. And those are the things that probably haunt you too. You're trying, look, they say you got to produce content daily. All right, you got to produce content daily. So you're there and you're there, hey Monsieur, thanks for joining. And you gotta be present, right? You gotta be everywhere, and you gotta learn what to do in platform A, platform B, platform C, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, even now with TikTok, right? You got to learn the different platforms, you got to get good at it, and you got to produce content that's specific to that platform, and you got to produce content that's specific to your audience, and you got to learn what is it your audience wants. How you got to decide your audience, your avatar, you're this, you're that. You got to do all these things, right? So you got to figure it all out. And that's the thing with the Octo content model. It helps with all of that, focusing it all, focus into a precise way of doing things. And I'm so excited about this because I've been working on trying to build my audience. I'm trying to get people to know, like, and trust me, right? Like I'm sure you're doing too, right? You're doing that. You're trying to build your audience, you're trying to grow your audience. I mean, I've done that, I've grown my audience, but the thing is that getting them to trust me and buy from me and all this is harder, right? That's why they call it a funnel, right? You got to have an audience, a big audience. The bigger your audience, the better, right? Because that part of your audience, say you got 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000, a million, whatever it is, that's your audience. And then how many of them know you, right? Only, I don't know, maybe 5-10% of them know you. They're following you, but they haven't seen enough of your content to know you, so they get to know you as time goes on. And then of course they trust you. There's even less of those that trust you because they really know you well, and they connect with you, and they appreciate you, and they understand what you're about, and they do things according to what you're about, right? And that they're interested in whatever you're producing, whatever your content is, whatever everything is, right? So you see in the background here, I did a chart here of what it takes to build a business on, and all this stuff. This is not the Octo content model. Okay, this is just stuff I've been putting together that I'm going to be teaching as well, but that's not for today. But if you're interested in learning how to build your business online and learning all the little pieces, the parts you got to do to get to a point where you have sales, right? Of course, hit me up on that, because I'm going to be doing that shortly, probably in the new year, in the first few months of the new year. But right now what I want to talk to you about is the Octo content model. I've been taking notes as well, and as I don't know if you can see this, if you can take a screenshot or not, but I mean, basically the Octo content model is just about creating content once and then repurposing it in a way that makes sense to the platform. It's not about taking the same content and posting it everywhere the same way, and there's a few things you got to do, And the other thing too about it is it's learning the platforms that maybe you're not familiar with, right? You're going to learn the platform. So here's the deal. My friend Mark, he's putting together a training, basically a mastermind, right? That's going to last for as long as 12 weeks. It's going to be half an hour a day or whatever it is, but you can catch up because it'll be recorded, that kind of stuff. But it'll be training that'll explain what the Octo content model is and how to use it to post on all the different platforms, the 8 platforms. That's why he called it Octo, because there's 8 platforms, including the hottest stuff right now, which is sound, right? Which is podcasts, like on iTunes, SoundCloud, and the Alexa skills, those things as well, which is one of the things I'm really excited about, is learning those things, how to do all those the right way, because I've been doing regular content on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, blogging, all those for over 4 years now. Actually, it's been 4 years now, and I've been doing it practically daily for 4 years. Imagine, that's a lot of content, right? And I have a decent fan base. I have a decent amount of people that follow me and that like my content, and and react and engage and that kind of stuff, right? Which is great. But I'm nowhere near somebody like Eric Worre or Tony Robbins or Russell Brunson. Those people have a huge following, and they're helping people. That's of course what I want to do. I want to be helping people. So I want to learn how to use the Octo content model, and I want to take you along. I want you to come with me. I want you to come with me, learn with me, be part of this whole amazing thing that's going to be happening in the first 3 months. Around the first 3 months of 2020, it's going to be the year where things happen for you, finally happen for you. You just got to join in. You just got to get on the train with us, right? Get on the train with us. It's like a ridiculously low price. I mean, imagine having a personal trainer that's a multi-millionaire, a million anyways. He's an 8-figure earner, helping you and holding you by the hand on how to do all this stuff. Imagine having that. How much do you think that would cost? Thousands, right? 20,000, 50,000, whatever. It's nothing. It's totally ridiculous, the price. You are going to fall on your behind when you find out what the price is for this, for 3 months of his time. And that's why I jumped right in, because I knew that was ridiculous. So just ask me for the link. I'm going to send you the link. I'm not going to post here because this is a public video and there's all this. I want to make sure people that are really interested are getting the information. I want to just send it off to whoever, right? So if you really are interested in building your business and really growing it to the next level, you need to know what the Octo content model is, how it applies to you, how you can use it to grow your audience to crazy proportions to what you have right now. And just ask me for the link. I'm going to send you the link. You just have to ask. I like I said, it's not because I'm afraid or whatever. I just don't post links on public videos or public posts or things like that, just because it doesn't work with social media. Social media doesn't want you to post that anyways. Plus there's all sorts of other reasons. I could explain them to you. If you want to know, just go ahead and reach out. I'll explain exactly why. Or you just watch some of my older videos. You're going to see I explain that kind of stuff, why you don't post links in that. But yeah, so just ask, and I would love to have you come along the ride, making 2020 the most amazing year for you. I'm finally going to be able to get home to my wife and kids. You probably know I'm 12 hours away. I work 12 hours away. You got to pay the bills, which really sucks. But that's the Octo content model, is just doing the thing in a way that's organized, that works, that's the best way to do it. All right, so hopefully you got some value from this. If you think anybody else needs to hear this message, and please go ahead and share. I'm sure they'd appreciate it, and I would too. And until next time, this has been Jean-Serge Gagnon in Course Income Secrets.